Hi, it's the Mini Mommy. So, I have some super exciting news. Here's Brooklyn. So today I'm going to tell you about her birth story and our crazy, awesome adventure on how she got here. So, I suppose I will just begin. Friday, I had a routine checkup. And Jordan and I went in, and I was 1 centimeter and 75% effaced. And effaced means how thin your cervix is. And so that doesn't mean much. It's progress, but it doesn't mean that much progress. So we left, and we came home, and he went to work. And later that day, I started having some really bad back pain. And so I called the nurse, and she said, well, this is early labor, and yes, you're in labor, but we can't take you because you're only 1 centimeter dilated. And looking back at it now, I think I was in the labor for a lot longer than we thought I was, and I think they underestimated where I was at in my labor status. Or we had even gone and my labor was that bad, Jordan and I were putting the glider together and eating pizza, and I was just on my birthing ball. Everything was great. So the person on the phone said that it wasn't labor that they could admit me for because I have to be 4 centimeters. So I was like, okay, but then it started getting a lot worse. So we called and went in. They checked me, and I was only 1.5 centimeters dilated. So that's 1.5 centimeters, and I was still having like really good contractions. They were happening every like 2 to 5 minutes, and I was like, well, this is so strange. And finally, they were like, well, we can't have you. So I was like, that's weird. So we get back, and by this time I'm in a lot of pain. So I try and go soak in the tub to alleviate some of the pain, and it's just not working. And in fact, it's getting worse. So Jordan says, okay, we need to go, and I am very stubborn, and I didn't really want to because I was like, no, they told me I need to do this so I can power through. I could not power through. So we got to the hospital, and they checked me, and these contractions are full-blown, strong contractions. I get there, they check me again, and I'm 4 centimeters. So this means go time. So I went from 1.5 to 4 centimeters and 100% effaced within an hour and a half, which is pretty darn fast. So they get me admitted to my room. It's really hard to do anything because I'm having these contractions like every 2 minutes, so I don't really get a break, and my body still really hurts. We get in the room, and they ordered me the epidural, but it's another like 45 minutes before I get it, so I'm just breathing through these contractions. They suck, but Jordan was a real good guy. He held my hand through all of them. He got me whatever I needed. And then finally the epidural. I was in such good spirits, and I actually took this video for you guys in the hospital. So my hair's a mess, but I just did my makeup, and I'm in labor, and Jordan's asleep next to me. This is my friend there, and I'm just hanging out until something happens. I got the epidural, which praise God for, but yeah, so wish me luck, and I'll try and fix this awful hairdo. But yeah, I'm super hungry, and I can't eat anything but popsicles every hour, so that's a bummer. But I'm pretty tired, so I'm probably gonna go to sleep, but I'm excited I have my makeup on because I did not look very nice earlier. So yeah, alright, until next time. I had actually brought my makeup and done it because I wanted to look pretty for Brooklyn. And so this was after I did my makeup. When I started to push, things went great. And I'm actually going to finish the video right here because everybody's in bed and I have lost my filming room. So I'll start off. Throughout the pushing process, I started to get pain on my left side, and later we found out that my epidural had actually partially fallen out. I pushed for 3.5 hours, which is on the long side. The nurses and doctors were starting to get really worried. They had to break my water, and once they broke my water, they noticed that there was meconium, aka poop, in the waters that they had broke, so they needed to have the NICU team to stand by to pump the meconium out if she had ingested any. Things kind of went wrong when they noticed that her hand was up by her shoulder, and so she had been stuck in the birth canal. And so eventually they had the whole team in there. It was quite chaotic. I was so out of it. In between pushes, I would literally fall asleep and then wake up. They would wake me up and I didn't know where I was. I was so tired. They eventually got her out, but she didn't cry at first, and we later found out that she hadn't breathed for 3 minutes, which is a lot. But eventually she started crying and breathing, so they put her on my chest, and I only got to hold her for a little bit because they had to rush her up the NICU. And Jordan got to go with her, but they were up there for 4 hours before I got to see her. I actually went up on the second hour to meet her, which was super awesome. She is great at breastfeeding. I love to do it. She does too. But yeah, after that we had tons of visitors. People got to come and see her. She's absolutely beautiful. She weighed 7 pounds and 5 ounces. She is 21.5 inches long, which is super long. She's got these crazy big feet and long toes, which I don't know where they come from, but we'll see. We think the baby looks most like Jordan's mom. And so I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that she looks more like me or like Jordan? You can comment below what you think about that. Alright, well I think that's all I have for today. Please feel free to give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you all so much for the support that you've been giving us. We really appreciate it, and have a great Tuesday.